Welcome to another program in the series of What's on Your Mind. I'm Carl. How you doing? Program is produced by Breakthrough TV. We wasn't here last week, but we say big apologies. Also, got a special program for you this afternoon. We've changed the lineup of the program, and we're looking for artists, musicians, DJs, sound system, all from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, etc., to take part in the program. Share your experience, yes, and also tell us about those good old days. Yeah, so we say we're actually changing up the program a little bit. Some of those news will still be there, but we are still changing up the program a little bit. So you can get in touch, breakthroughtv@gmail.com. And you can also get in touch with myself, those of you who know my number, or the message I sent out to you many, many moons ago. You can catch me on Facebook, also IG. Yeah, I say, I am Carl. I want to say thanks to Siobhan for being on our last show. And let me say thank you. I want to say a big shout out to all you guys who tune in the United States. Hector, my whole family. And this is a very special program because it's in respect of my mother. Tomorrow, my mother died in 2016, so it's her anniversary tomorrow. So she actually made me the person who I am, so I can never leave her out. Yeah, big shout out to you, Mama Lee, wherever you are. Yeah, and let me say thank you guys for your supports and supporting the program all over the years. I don't want to say big shout out to a concert, a show that is coming up at the Jam House tomorrow. The Gabardine Band, go and check them out. You're at the Jam House just outside the Jewelry Quarter, what we call St. Paul's Square. Yeah, and also tonight, the Wednesday Night Fever is at the Legacy Center of Excellence down there in Aston. Yeah, so go and check that out. 339 Potters Lane. Yes. So, how's your day been? It's still hot. I was coughing just before I come on the air. You almost caught me. But remember, this is a live stream, so I can do that. I know. You know, we don't run behind in the cutting room or we edit it. It's a live stream. What you see is what you get. So if you see my booze and my dance, it's a live stream. No fake with this. It's the real thing. What you're getting is the real deal. Now, as I told you, I'll be looking at a few stories in the program also, and I'll be talking. I'll be talking about a fantastic lady. Regarding, we've got this time. But my very special guest this week is, foundation. We're talking foundation here. We're talking about a DJ, a sound system, a producer, an artist, and many more things he's actually done. We're talking about Mr. Prince Hammer. We'll change up the whole schedule of the program, and I'll be looking at a few things that is actually happening. But let me say, before I actually go on, I want to say a big happy birthday to the NHS. The NHS celebrates 75 years. All those wonderful people and those wonderful nurses, doctors, everybody who works in the NHS. It has been fantastic. Yes, it has been. Not one of us can say we never use the NHS. So I want to say a big happy birthday. And all those wonderful people from the Caribbean and the West Indies who came to the UK and helped build the NHS. We say a big shout out to you. And we can't say somebody in our family, I should say, has worked in the NHS. Somebody you know has worked in the NHS. So let me say big shout out to you. The NHS was actually started in 1948, and it was bought in by the Labour government, but it was also discussed with a a lot of different people and different parties before it actually came to being. And we say big thanks to all the people who works in the NHS. Some people has been negative over the years, and some people has said the NHS is sick. But we're not gonna go. We're not gonna go down that way. You know what I mean? We love our NHS, and we think it should be looked after. The other thing as well I've noticed about the NHS is the politicians have always. There was a time when there was actually fighting over the NHS, but there was a time when it was like that. But a couple of years back in the day, back in the 80s, I mean, they never used to fight so much about the NHS. The NHS was just there doing what it does. It's a good job. Over the years, different politicians looking for votes have always fight over the NHS. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I mean? But as I say, we say big happy birthday to the NHS and all the people who works and help us to make better and better our life. And the world, I know the world has actually envy the whole NHS that we have kept here. Because where else in the world can you walk in and say, listen, I'm sick, and you can be treated straight away most of the time, you know, without having to go in your pocket and pay. You know what I mean? Which is actually, I know we, and I want you to leave your comments on the screen and say happy birthday to the NHS, which is absolutely marvelous. You know what I mean? I myself have had treatments in the NHS, and most people I know have had treatment in the NHS. Shall we say big shout out to them and happy birthday. We wouldn't have it any other way. And isn't that strange how it coincides with the Windrush generation? Because not too long ago, we were actually talking about Windrush and 48 years, you know, since the original Windrush came on that ship. I still don't like that. I still don't like that ship. But who am I? Who am I to say that? You know what I mean? And I still have my doubts and my, what do you say? Let me say this. I still have my skeptical of what they call all those wonderful people who came and do what they had to do and help to build the country. I'm still skeptical about that name, the Windrush generation. And as I say before, I said this before, when the Germans did the nasty things in Germany and the Jews has to escape, the train the Jews escaped on, they didn't name themselves on the train or give themselves the name of the train. So that is where I had an issue with the Windrush, the old ship. I think that ship is actually sunk many years ago. You know what I mean? So, but who am I to change history? I'm just Carl doing what I do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program. We're hoping to get back to Prince Farai very soon. I'm hoping our technical issue is sorted out. As I say, when we actually did the test, it was actually great. So I don't know what is actually going on there. Now, let me have let's talk about something I want to talk about. And this is regarding news. Now, today, a man in Aston actually
Hello?
went wild. Hello, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Hi. Hi.
Can you hear
Can I
me?
hear you now? Yeah, I'm getting you now.
Okay, you're there, you're back. Right. You hear me good. What am
I
I
don't
gonna
know
do?
what happened there a while ago.
Prince Hammer, how you doing?
Hi. Greetings in the name of His Majesty, King Selassie. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ras. All right. But there, my brother.
You there? You did it. I will say, you did it. You said we there. We said we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Yes, we
You
did
did
it.
it. You
Yeah.
did it. So what, go on?
But then, and the rain
Yeah.
I go and fall up for me in
They're
a
all
place and now and things like that. I'm just supposed to do this interview here with you, but you don't know, say,
yeah.
go through any storm weather. So the
You
thing
have to go.
said,
Sometimes you have to go through some storm. So Prince Hammer, you have been a DJ. You're a DJ, sound system producer, artist, and you've done a whole lot over the years. So where did it
yes.
all started?
Right. My career started 1976
Mm,
in Kingston, Jamaica,
okay.
Central Kingston.
All right.
Yeah, I was born in the Jubilee Hospital, Kingston
All right.
Jubilee Hospital.
Okay.
So I'm a
Snap.
born Kingstonian. You don't know the thing.
Snap. um.
Yes. But
Okay.
when I born the Mountain View, my mom moved to, sorry, when I born in Jubilee, my mom moved to Mountain View with us.
Mm,
And because she couldn't really do, because she was pretty young anyhow, and she
yeah.
couldn't do what she naturally needed was to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what she did, she brought me by my grandmother.
All right.
My grandmother was out shopping at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So when my grandmother came back home after she done her shopping,
Yeah.
here was I laying on the bed waiting for her. That's how my life started, you
Serious.
know.
Yeah.
But my grandmother took me in her arms because she already knew who I was,
Yeah.
and she took care of me from ever since. I grew up in her arms, so a lot of things that I know and I've learned in the community and around, being good to people, being good around people.
Yeah.
It naturally come from her,
From
you
your
know.
grandmother.
So, yeah, my my mom, she
Yeah.
took me from Mountain View, took me to Central Kingston,
Yeah.
Foster Lane, where
Yeah.
my grandmother lived, and then just leave me on the bed until my grandmother came. But what she did, she went across with the street
Mm-hmm.
behind the bus stop and kind of just peep out and keep peeping out until when my grandmother get back home. And when she saw her now, she know naturally say, all right, no, I'm safe because you know, my grand is there, which is her mom, so I'll be
All
taken
right.
good care of.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I grew up in a central Kingston and go Calabar Primary School
all
on Sutton
right.
Street.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but my career started naturally in 1976
Okay.
in central Kingston, in the same lane to Foster Lane and Last Street corner. That's
All
where
right.
everything started.
Okay. And how did
Right,
you start?
right beside.
Did you start as an artist, or you start as a DJ, or you start running a sound system?
No, what happened, right? There was a sound system called BJ the Dub Master.
All right.
It used to be just one street from where I used to live,
Mm-hmm.
which is Ayolban Street. And them used to play the sound system like string up sometimes in the evenings.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just go around there and just kind of try and practice and everything like that and so on. Just a little youth, just I try to get myself involved in what's happening.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, say, as a Jamaican youth, the music born in your blood.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
you know,
I
find
tell many
myself
people
around
that.
and yes. I
Yes.
find myself there and just kind of do my little thing around him and thing like that. Just kind of get a bit of a practicing and everything.
Mm.
But eventually, I've written 2 songs,
All right.
right?
What was
So,
it? Can you remember the name of the songs?
yeah, the first one is called Sugar Down There,
Great.
which I did with Glenn Brown. It has that with the bow leg. Give her your inspiration to say a whole lot of sugar down
All
there.
right.
Da-dum, dum, da-dum, that was one of them. And the other one was like Yama Skank,
Okay.
which we call Tel Aviv Rock.
So how do you
So
how do you
those
do
were the
that?
2 songs of,
How do you do that skank?
you know. I mean, no, those days, right? Remember, it was like skanking and shuffling and all these type of things those days, isn't it?
All right.
So, it's not like now with all these kind of skin out and all this type of stuff and so on. Not like that. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just
I know.
natural dancing and just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, what happened is that I saw Glenn Brown
Yeah.
because Freddie McKay, all
Yeah.
those guys used to live in my community.
Mm-hmm.
Silford Walker, Jennifer
Right.
Lara, all of them used to live around where I am.
Yeah, yeah.
And I used to see these people every day. And I like going up and down in the lane and all that, going, them are, eyeglass rest, them are, them are head for eyeglass rest every day. Them are
Mm-hmm.
go eyeglass rest, man, cancel lane. Because you don't know the star corner that. But as a little youth, I grew up, I look upon them and I say, why one day, but I like be a star too. Because you don't see them money I fly through and the money I look good, them clean,
Gods.
clean to the bone. Me I tell you
Yeah,
that, man, them
yeah.
clean to the bone, man, from head to toe, man, them
Mm.
crisp. And that star, them say, I look upon them like in a little way. And you say to yourself, say, boy, one day, one day. But
Yeah.
it's like, Glenn, bro, just, you understand, because I say, believe in the community. And as a little youth, I grew up in the community, you get to know these people by, go on, yeah, right, G, nice
Yeah.
one, and them
Yeah.
kind of way.
Yeah.
And one day, I go, see, Mr. Glenn, bro, and I said to him, say, listen, so me have two songs, to me that like for really do,
Yeah.
And Glenn Brown, I say, yeah. So I say, yeah, man. He must say, all right, I tell you what, though. When you see me next time, all right, give me a link.
Yeah.
And within about 2 days after that, we on the same corner. I me look at Glenn, me see, but I just rush him quick,
All
quick. I
right.
said, Glenn, remember you tell me,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
remember you tell me the next time you see. And I say, well, yeah, but I'm kind of slice off the two songs, them, and I just,
Yeah.
run for him and thing. And I say, boy, I'm love him here. So I'm saying, all
Mass.
right, I tell you what, I'm going to take you to King Tubby's studio.
All right.
Said, and within 2 days after that, I was in
King
King
Tubby.
Tubby's studio, voicing my first two songs.
Fantastic.
Yes, Sugar
Great,
Down
man.
there
Great.
and Tel Aviv Rock, which
Mm.
is Yama Skank.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I bet you must have feel really good getting into that studio.
Right, because no one knows I'm kind of I'm bursting the gate now. I'm going
Yes.
through. This is my
Yes.
first chance
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Go through.
Understand? Yes, something I got to open up for me now.
Yes.
But
Yes.
what happened now is that when Glenn make all the songs, them now, I remember them time in Jamaica, and there's all like all the jukebox, them and all them type of things.
Mm-hmm.
And you
Mm-hmm.
put a little money in the jukebox, and you have all different color records in there, vinyl. And them
Yeah.
just chip up and thing, and the music them start playing, everybody start, yeah, and enjoy themselves and thing. And I said to myself, say, yeah, man, that nice. So when me get my record, them now, because when Glenn pressed the record, him give me a few copies of it. You understand? So when he give
Yeah.
me my copy, them, we go straight to the jukebox people, them, start selling to them. so, so behind the jukebox,
I'm,
them, and play
I'm
it
not
now.
gonna. I'm not gonna ask you how much you sell them for.
You don't know. Anything worth,
Anything
because you don't
works.
know, yeah, man. And if a man give you all two ripe banana and a bowl of
You
man, you
take
give him
it. You
one,
take it.
one
I want
record, man.
a big,
You
a
mean,
big
man?
hafu yam.
Keep. You understand me? I say, because you have to do thing in a dips. You
Yeah.
have to unite and you have to make sure you're straight up with the people them and nice with the people them, because them are going to support you.
That's right.
Because
That's right.
first time my career just start. You understand
Mm,
me? I said,
mm.
I have to make sure say, be nice around them. But yeah, the people them support me there though. And I realize to myself, so wait, something there, you open a good door, So Glenn Brown goes a boom and give me a rhythm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a skank rhythm. I'm give me a rhythm and goes on and head for King Tubby's studio. And start play spoon and the things them. No, because I want to produce too as much, you
Of
understand?
course.
I
Of
want to be a
course.
producer.
Of course.
So from Glenn Brown, give me a little rhythm, go so straight to the studio. And sometimes the same little one rhythm, sometimes I have two, three different songs I sing for the same one rhythm.
All
Just to
right.
keep myself in a
You know
groove
the
with
thing.
everything where I
You
go
know the.
on.
You know the. You know
Yes,
what
I
go
feel
on.
make people, all right, I make people hear me name all the time.
Mm,
So at there, some things start shut off properly, but guess what, I start, start
mm.
making some little posters. Some
All
little
right.
posters and start post them up all over the place and all them type of things. And eventually, I go to boom and print some T-shirt of myself. Right,
Mm.
with all my locks, them I fly all over the place and thing, and the T-shirt them look wicked. People just buy them so whoop. Just a
That's
sell them out like that. You understand?
fantastic.
So
Fantastic.
me get a good amount of support from the public, you understand,
That's
especially in my
great.
community at
Great.
Central Kingston. And that was
Mm.
pretty good because remember some is a young artist just to come up.
Does that come up?
You
Yeah. Yeah.
understand?
Mm.
Yeah, man. So me eventually build a label called Mount Zion. And there's some start move me things from the Mount Zion label. You see? eventually build berries as much to label berries.
Yeah.
And we, just, we eventually build Belva, Baby Mother label. There's a few label well we may have on the road. So yeah, some things start up anyhow.
Yeah. How did you come to producing?
Well, as me I say, with Glenn give me the first rhythm, right? That
Mm.
kind of encouraged me, right? And so the little, all right, the few little record them when me sell now, like me that go out and run this record, me that press all 50 records or 25 records and all them time. Cause them time that man want give a little chance to succeed, no. But you supposed to like press all 50 records, no, but a man will still get a little 25. So you can go juggle and make some more money, build up. So you can start press the 50 record. You understand? From 25 to 50. And eventually everything I build up. And you have run this record, you have techniques record out there, right? Cause I
Mm.
remember say, me dey on chance lane amongst the man them now and everything, I guess I know everybody now. I squeeze myself in that things nicely. See me I say, right? I have Joe Gibbs record just round the other side. So it's like a sailor return type of thing. And that's how the things set them time there, you understand? So you drop off 3 records, there, so 4 records, there, so and a man
Yeah.
say, all right, check back that 2 weeks. If any of them sell, right, we pay for them. You understand? But
Yeah.
many times you go there all 2 weeks that your record still up on the shelf because whole for man a record. Understand? And
Mm.
you have to just take your time until you get yourself, and people start get to understand you and start groove to your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And some things start. So eventually make me buy me one like a tape, like a reel to reel tape. I'm from buy my first reel to reel. I say, yes, I eat that now. We just start, boom, end up go to Channel One studio. King Tubby studio was my place like that, like my living there, so. And Joe
Serious.
Gibbs studio, I always there Joe Gibbs studio, but guess what now? Joe Gibbs them never want to record me still, See me I say, man a soldier. You see me I say that.
Yeah.
And then man in our record, man, man a soldier. So man a move different. So the one man around them in about man a soldier, so them not put in the one record, man. So because the boom, and by a rhythm, the
Yeah.
police be through rhythm of Musso, Enos McLeod.
Yeah.
I'm by the rhythm I fight, I'm going to the studio, I'm say, all right then. Sarah T and throw on the thing and ready for no voice up and thing. And I just somebody do the song called Dreadlocks thing,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
And the police be true with them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when I do that tune there, same time the Alti and Dan and them come to the place too, innit? D Brown and the whole over there, innit?
Yeah.
And in the yard, right, you have a yard, right, where you have a mango tree.
Yeah.
A man sit down there for days and weeks and can't get the record. So I'm going to go through the door. I'm going to the studio. And the man name all the green mango and everything like that and thing like that for hours. You know what I mean? Just to make sure say them dep on the ground. You understand me? I say near to the studio desk. One day them all call me in and give them a little thing and say, all right, go buy some one tune. I go put 2 arm on the pan and song there for it. And so Herald T used to work, see? But me
Mm-hmm.
and Herald T is very, very close, very tight. And me and Joe Gibbs very tight up. And him son Rocky, very, very tight. Them love me. It's me I say.
Yeah.
But I build the rhythm, by the rhythm as I say, and when I studio my voice song 10,000 dreadlocks thing I carry the swing. And Alti and Dana them the day I studio. But it seemed like as soon as me left the studio, Herald T make them listen to my song.
Yeah.
I saw them do the uptown top
The
ranking.
uptown top. So that was the rhythm thing for the uptown top
You
ranking.
understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Because my song said, dreadlocks thing I carry the swing. Dreadlocks thing I carry the swing. So that she don't want nobody, that she don't want no. You understand?
Yeah.
And uptown thing I carry the swing.
I see what you mean. I see what I say.
And it's like, them just catch up on my ear, listen to my song, and just do a version of my thing. You understand?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when them do a version of my thing now, Herald T not tell me same do it. You understand? But after I done buy some my tune, Remember, I said them never want to record man, you know. And I said them never want to record me. But I mean, I said two man I move different. I mean, so after me record the song now, Errol T said, G, you have to give me that song there, you know. Wow, we love it, man. You have to give me that song there. You can't walk out of the studio with it. So I said, all right then, boom. So I license the song to them, release it.
Mm-hmm.
The song come out, and as soon as the song come out, the song goes straight into the RGR chart #2. Straight
Okay.
into the chart #2. So people are going to the shop and people are buying the song because the song are played on BBC radio and RGR and it just a shot all over the place. Here people are hear about it. So ET now, if eventually now still and think to him in a mid tap and say, you know, something, I go put Alti and Dana them on the B side of Prince Summer song, you know. And give them a
That's,
ride, give them a run.
I see what you're
Because the
saying.
first time them song come out, the first time that song that come out upon the B side of my song,
All
it come
right.
out.
Yeah.
Fun. You understand? And at the time my song are #2 in the chart.
Mm-hmm.
So my song, anytime my song sell, at them I sell too.
Okay.
You understand?
Right. I
So
understand.
eventually them split them off of my song, and eventually send them song come to England and send it international in the international chart. It got #1 in England.
That's right. Yes. Big,
Yeah,
big true.
but
Big,
I
big
just tell
true.
them thing that I come from to is me I said that
Yeah.
straight.
So me talk foundation. Innit? That's
Yes.
foundation. So how do you
Mm-hmm.
get to England?
You want to say when me don't say, all right, me run a record shop, right? Because me run a few little business place. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And me have a record shop down at Orange Street,
Yeah.
just before you reach Barrow Street. So me I say,
Mm-hmm.
right at the plate shop there. And it's called Prince Summer Records.
All right.
Then it's an upstairs and thing, and you know, Jawise.
Mm-hmm.
Jawise we do the artwork on Ass Mouth bike in a
Yeah.
Rockers
Yeah.
movie.
That's right.
Right.
And
Him do my artwork
I
for
gotta use
me
in that
all
movie
over.
as well.
It's natural.
Using that
Then
movie as well, innit?
yes, I was.
Yeah.
Him come and do some work for artwork for my shop and everything like that and so on for me. So I run the place nicely. But as me say, I know Prince Farah, I know Bim Sherman and the whole of Jalide and the whole of apart. You know, Eric Clark, which is Johnny Clark, brother. We call him Fish Clark too. And the whole of it upon the car and things. So them time as me I say, man, we just a carry, right. We used to carry like a bag on my shoulder with all our records them from one point to another point. Sometimes you walk for hours just to reach some record shop and things like that, just to drop off your things them. See? So at the
Mm-hmm.
same thing Prince Farah used to do too.
Yeah.
See? So I look at the money and I said to him, say, you know some what come join up with me then. Cause you don't know me and my thing down there already. So just come join up with me. So, you know, we can do
Yeah.
everything from there. So some say, all right, that sound good. All right. What's a boom and him start work up amongst me. So it's like I have an expert in a shop called John Dread told me to the on the corner dreadlocks youth. He was like foreman at my place and far right like you know, management and you know, overall the two of us around the place. Um eventually Prince Farai joined up with me and I talked to Prince Farai one day and Prince Farai said to me, say, yo, I said to Prince, say, yo, you know, them time the Prince Farai come to England a lot.
Yeah.
Saying
Yeah.
because them man are coming for years.
Yeah.
You understand? Them man are old shoes.
Well
And
for
I think.
time. Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Tim say, all right, Prince. You know something? But I like to go to England too, you know. On them there, you know, and thing and him say him have a virgin called a friend called Adrian Sherwood.
All
We used
right.
to run It Run Records,
Mm-hmm.
right? And when they come to England, them always come link up with Adrian and thing, you know what I mean? So him introduced me to Adrian. And me and Adrian have a little talk up and thing. And I say, yeah, all right, that's where you go. All right, boom. When me I go do, me I go send you a box, a Craven here. You know the big cartoon Craven box them at Jamaica, the big one them, right? I'm a full one of that, a 7-inch, 12-inch, and all them type of things there. And
Yeah.
send it come to England and tell him must buy me a plane ticket.
All right.
I saw come to England the first time, man.
So I've come England. And that was
Yeah,
in
man,
the
the first time,
70s.
man.
That was in the
in
70s.
the 70s, that
Because you had
late
quite a few,
70s.
you had several singles in the 70s. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
loads of them.
And you
Mad
you have,
over me and all that.
yeah, and you had
Yeah.
the album, the World War Dub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Done work. After me done World War Dub, you know, right?
Mm,
You want to say me done World War Dub, right? And one night, I go down to John the studio, you know.
mm,
Because Baron them come check me for get some dub, you know, Baron turbocharged sound. I'm say, all right, I'm going to go at John the studio, you know, right? If you go cut some dub for them. But when I go in the studio, you know, me hear me reading them a playing, and I say, wait, how I go on here? How I play my rhythm, how my rhythm them a playing in the studio, I'm in the day. You understand me? I say,
yeah.
I'm going to go down and look at Clint Eastwood, you know. The producer will come there with Clint Eastwood, you know, put Clint, but the man them do, the man them buy me vinyl,
Mm-hmm.
the brand new album, and carry it and run it off. The whole 10 track, and put Clint Eastwood on the whole 10 track for chat. Yeah, brother. What kind
How
of
did,
idiot thing that?
how did you feel
That's why
about
my
that?
album a number one in chart, you know.
How did you feel about that?
I feel a little bit crazy about it because I go crazy and just take off everything, tape on everything off. And, oh, we take off everything that and all that and my own that and wipe them off too.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say?
Yeah.
Because you can't do the type of thing, brother. You better just call me and say, Prince, where I go on. I could
Yeah.
chat about that thing, you know.
Yeah.
You see me? I say?
Mm-hmm.
But you just go buy my album out of the streets and just go down in a studio and just go put Clint Eastwood on the wall and me thing them and make him chat for them, brother. It's not right, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
them time, them me and Clint Eastwood are friends.
All right.
You understand? Because me and Clint Eastwood tight, you understand? Because remember I say, me and Trinity them apart too. And thing, you understand? So Eastwood a part of how we are do too.
Mm-hmm.
But as me I said, the man them should just start it up and say, yo, dog, me can work out that thing with this now and so it go.
Yeah.
But it never worked that way then.
You never heard that way. And I know you did. I know you did some tour with Prince Farron, and also the punk band, the Clash.
Yeah. You want to say, come tour with Prince Sarah and Bim Sherman, you know, staying for
Yeah.
Adrian Sherwood. We do a
Yeah.
tour called Roots and Counterpart One.
Mm-hmm.
Big tour. We tour from the whole of London, straight over to Holland.
Wow.
Scotland, Wales, you name it, brother. Birmingham, everywhere. Everywhere. We used to have a place called Dingwall. There was a club called the Dingwall Club
Yeah.
in a Camden town.
Camden Town,
Right?
London.
Yes. Dingwall.
Yeah.
But them they had a circuit, a Dingwall circuit. We
Okay.
did the whole circuit.
All right.
Every one of them club we did. But when we had Dingwalls, at this now, we buck up on people like the Boomtown Rats, Bob Geldof them,
Yeah.
and the Clash,
And the Clash.
UB40,
You'll be 40.
the punk group called the Slits,
Yeah. The Skids. And the Skids.
the
And the Skids.
Slits,
And the
Slits,
Slips. Okay.
Slits, yes, SLITS,
All
the
right.
Slits, all right? You have people that pass through like Johnny Rotten, Sid Vicious, and them people, you understand? We do a big tour with Dan Cherry, which is Nina Cherry dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we do some serious tour with the Slits, some big show. The Boomtown Rats, Bob Geldof them, wicked show. Cause you know, I've been an opening act for all of these bands.
Yeah.
So it was like doing a global tour myself. Because I sing in
Great.
front of hundreds of thousands of people.
Great. Great.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You also produce with one of my favorites singers, Rod Taylor.
Yes, I'm a brother, you know. I'm a virgin, man. I'm an article, man. And when we're
Serious.
up on the lane, you know. We're up on the lane and we are run things nicely and thing and everything joyful. You see me, I say?
Yeah.
But one day, I have my gates and thing and I have two shops on the lane, you know. I have a cold supper shop on the lane, right, where called a little restaurant, see?
Yeah.
Where all of the man them come eat, so. Big youth and the whole entourage, you know. Juna Delgado, you name it, the whole, everybody come here. So. I have a little bar, 2 doors, so I'm there, so too,
All right.
you know. But one day, I'm in a place and it's like Rod Taylor passed through me and I used to love him voice, you know what I mean? I'm set him say, you know something, dog? I go do album with you know.
Mm.
Remember, say me now, I'm not, me never do nothing like that before, I mean, like, me record people now, me start record people, but me never do album before.
Yeah.
I mean, but me just choose him out of all of the people me up on the corner.
All right.
Because me realize to myself, say, him have a brilliant voice, and me
Yes.
love it.
Yeah.
So I go say, boom, man, me start do some recording with him, but, me, all right, Gregory Isaac shop there right, so, on the lane too, Black
Mm.
Hawk, yeah? Um, so, Gregory Isaac shop there, so, Technique shop there, so. One day, me I go in a Gregory shopping and it's like, me see Gregory, and I say, yo, what go on, G? And I say, boy, me say, I do album with the Taylor. you know. So I say, yeah, D, things are going on, things are rare. I say, yo, tell you something, G. Spend your money for yourself.
Mm.
Spend your money for yourself. And when you bust and get big, then you can start record other people.
All
I
right.
remember saying, no, I'm a virgin of my article. So me hear what him say. Article it, me hear it. But
Yeah.
still in my head, me I say, something, me I go produce the album, because me want to be a producer. So, all when I tell me them things, me still accept what I say. But me
Yeah.
know naturally say me still want to do what me have to do because
You
me
still
I
want
come
to
in the game, but
produce.
yeah, me not gonna take it lightly. You see me
Yeah.
I say?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I so
Um.
come me build the album.
Mm.
When me build the album with him, I come to England and me take the album go a green sleeve.
All right.
And green sleeve I say, yo, him voice too fine.
Mm-hmm.
Him say him like the album, but him I say Rod Taylor voice too fine. So that's all right, no problem, G. Anyhow, me have the album by I same way. And me eventually end up at the hospital through some little stomach and everything like that and so.
Mm-hmm.
And when me in the hospital, I call Adrian Sherwood and Adrian say, all right, and come in. And I talk to him and say, Adrian, this is like come there, so go and put out the album for me on the road and Black Black Ray. And I say, all right, the night that. And him go check Daddy Cool. And him and Daddy Cool come together and put the album out.
All
The same
right.
album where Greensleeve never want put out. The album goes straight to the chart #1. If Just
Wow.
Should Come Now, that's the title of the album.
Yeah. Yeah.
It goes straight to the chart #1.
Wow.
And the sing that they feel about 8, 9 weeks #1,
All
right? In
right.
the Black
Mm-hmm.
Echo chart.
Mm-hmm.
And the music, then you saw the new musical express chart too as much. You
That's
understand?
right. That's
So
right.
me hold all of the spot them. And because a boom and put out a single now, which are the title single for the album, If Just Should Come Now. And that goes straight to the chart #1. you understand? So
Massive.
things start
Massive.
growing nicely.
Massive.
Anyhow, what you think Greensleeve do now? Chris. Me and John are virgin, seeing?
Mm-hmm.
And John are virgin, because we in the same lane because at the time now, me move from the south side and I'm in the west now. Seeing? I'm in a Mackay Lane and Mary Avenue and them place there now. Right beside King Selassie High School, no, and Selassie High Drive. And that's over there. And that's all of the artists them there. Every artist we are think about them time there. Ken Booth, Dillinger, Arten Zealous, you name it. The whole of it around there, so.
Mm-hmm.
Captain Sinbad, Liquor John, Rankin Tayan, Lee Van Cliff, you name it. The whole of it, do couple doors from each other. See? Trinity, the whole of it. Anyhow, was a woman, as I said, me and John are virgin. And Chris called him and said to him, say, yo, John, go do an album with Rod Taylor for me. yeah, go do an album with Rod Taylor for me. Remember, I said the man just reject the man before.
Yeah.
And now, through the album, I mash up the place now, he want the album himself.
All
So what
right.
John do now, John build some rhythm. All right, some do over rhythm we already have. We already put different artists on and put Rod Taylor on it. And Rod Taylor do the full album for him. And then him send it to Greensleeve. But the album flop, it never go nowhere.
All right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Because people that look forward for seeing me bring out a second album
Yeah.
with Rod Taylor.
All
You
right.
understand? Because every every rhythm we rattle depend is originally foundation rhythm when me build a channel one. Every rhythm. You understand? Some never put him on a do over rhythm. We put him
Yeah.
on a real rhythm.
Yeah.
But get
And
back to my virgin Gregory Isaac, see? You
yeah.
know what I say? One day, me yard, and I say, boy, I want to learn some guitar and things like that. I want to learn to play guitar and things, you know. So, I go buy myself a guitar, see? I'm going to walk down the lane, you know. And go to boom and turn around this record shop. And when I turn the shop, I go to boom and buy a acoustic guitar, you know, in the box. And Chris, you know, real brand new guitar. I think nice. I
Mm.
go learn now,
Yeah.
right? I'm a bend the corner, you know, dips. And man bend the corner and go to boom and go in a Gregory shop, you know. When we go in a Gregory shop, I said to Gregory, say, yo, me G, you ask me just buy that guitar, you know, dips. Man, I say, yeah, man, how you mean, man? I learn the thing. And say, oh, give me a little string off right now, my brother. I say, all right, take a string now. And from that day until this day, me I talk to you, me I get back the guitar.
You never see the string back.
Last year, you know. From the gig, listen, from the gig, Gregory is at the guitar and I'm on that.
You
Me
never see
not
it
see it
again.
again. Until this day, me I talk to the eye. Straight. But guess I know. As
Well,
me I say, I'm an article.
mm,
See, I'm a party. So, naturally, me not feel like me should ask him back for it.
all
If you never
right.
give me back within a few days, me not ask you back for it. You
Mm,
understand? Me I go buy myself another one if that's the case.
mm.
You understand? Because as me I said, too, me I run a little restaurant in LA and things like that, and me I cook every day for the man thing. Him
Mm.
used to like come down a morning time, and look a green BMW, you know,
Yeah.
in the lane. And when him a come down the lane, he me stop and say, "Old dog, when I said the food not ready yet." He want him breakfast in the early morning there,
Ah.
right? But get that out. Remember, I said the man older than me, you know that. Saying, but him a call me old dog, you know. He said him older than me.
I say you. I say
I
you.
said, hey, yo, I'll big youth and the man come on in my shop and take out my food and just walk through me door and pay my feet, you know.
On the pay your friends. I
Yeah,
say
I just
you.
walk, man.
Yeah. Anyway, Prince,
Yo,
where you at now? Cause I know you got an album out. You're at the One Love Festival. And tell us about a little bit more about that. Cause
yes,
you got an album out.
yes. I've got a new album coming out now.
Mm,
I've got a new album out myself called
yeah,
Freedom,
yeah,
which released on the 21st October 22.
yeah. And
I
it's called
done the
Freedom.
album. Yes, I done the album for Roy Cousins.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the album I've got right now out. And at the moment, I'm putting a part of my project out as much.
Yeah, yeah.
But this time now, it's a various artist I'm coming with.
Okay.
Various artist album with
Who's on that
Al
album?
Campbell,
Okay.
Alton Ellis, Brighter Star, Bad Sarge, Frankie Paul, Vivian Jones, Lucky Melody, Hugh Brown, Lickery,
All Foundation.
Sylvia Taylor, you know, and myself, Prince
Yeah,
Sama.
yeah.
So that's the album gonna release now on the 11th, the
Okay.
11th of August. That
Okay.
will be out for national release. So people can pick it up online and them can pick it up on CD as much.
Okay. Marvelous. And you also at the One Love Festival.
Yeah, I'm appearing on the One Love Festival on the 12th of August
Yeah.
with the dub Natty Session band.
All
I've played
right.
it twice before. I should have played it three times before. This should have been my fourth appearance.
Mm.
But the third time I find myself in France, you know, doing other shows and so on, and releasing other stuff over there
Yeah.
because I work with a company over there called Kingston Action Record.
All right.
So
Great.
those are the people. When I go to France, that's where I go to.
And any more tours coming up?
Well, at the moment, I'm just working, and I'll be back in the studio the next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
building a lot of new rhythms because we done an album with the youth called Captain Deuce.
Yeah.
Um, through Roy Cousins because as I say, me and Roy Cousins have worked together now as a unit.
Yeah.
The album we done with him doing very well. So the record company, the distributors, the company said they would like another album with him.
Yeah.
So in the next 2 weeks from now, we start building new rhythm, sorry him again, and recording the next new album with him as much.
Wow.
But as you
So,
know, I've recorded so many people over the years because in the early late 70s there, sorry, I come to 80s, I start recording. I used to run a project called, you remember when Sugar Minot used to do the Youth Man promotion,
yeah. Yeah.
right? I used to do a thing called Movements of Youths at
All
the same
right.
time.
Yeah.
So those were the time when I start recording people like George Nooks, which at the time it was called Prince Mohammed.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes. I record Rod Taylor them time, the Little John, Rankin Ty, and Lee Van Cliff, Captain Sinbad, you name it. I have recorded every single one of them,
All right.
right? Because
Yeah.
the project I was doing in Movements of Youths
Mm-hmm.
is like I would have booked King Tubby studio and I just let the lads them know naturally I'll be at the studio for this day. And if
Mm-hmm.
they want to record a song, they just come and just listen to the tracks them, put
Yeah.
on the reel to reel, and whichever tracks they want, they suit them properly. Then they
Yeah.
can write the lyrics and then give themselves a few minutes and then come back and then voice it.
All right.
So that's how I end up voicing a lot of these people as much.
Great. Great. Your brethren, Rod Taylor. Where's Rod Taylor now?
Rod Taylor live in France at the moment.
Okay. Is he still is he
Also,
making
also Joseph
Joseph
Cotton as much.
Joe
He live
Cotton?
in
Yeah.
France.
Mm.
Yeah, Echo Miners is in Holland.
All right. All still making tunes.
Yes, they're all recorded the same way.
Okay. That's great. And who else are some of the favorites and greatest artists you've actually worked with? Because you was telling me this earlier, and
Say that again, please.
some of your favorite artists that you work with over the years and musicians.
Right. I work with Sly and Robbie. You know that song called 10,000 Lion?
Yeah.
That boom song, that
A
number
boom,
one
a
song.
boom song.
You
That's
know
it.
something? You know, in the studio, I build seven rhythm for your police youth, right? Kind of one coming out of the business, right? I got channel one. I'm
Yeah.
build the rhythm them for him, saying?
Yeah.
I remember build the rhythm them for him now. It's like me have this idea in my head about the 10,000 Lion. But me nah have no money for me if you really record it at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm set to slide them say, yeah, you know some day, so me have some lyric I'm want to drop them and thing and rare. And the man them, but me nah have no money. The man them say, yo, we a chat for man. Let's go to Answer Collins, man, and just let the man pick up the note, the man thing and make a ready and drop the ready, man. So I say, all right, no problem. And go to Answer and go so boom, boom, boom. And then pick up the notes, the man thing, and me I say, Ray. And the man say, you ready? Man say, yeah, man. What do you mean if me ready? Boom, I hit that. 10,000 lion, one cut. One cut.
Serious. Yes.
One cut.
Yeah.
And this song, right, is a free rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Free rhythm. Then they charge me a penny for it. 10,000 lion. It was
Okay.
a free rhythm from Sly and Robbie.
Why do you call it 10,000 Lion? What was the inspiration behind that?
Right. It's about us. All right. Because you don't know, so we live in this kind of a tribulation here and the life where we are living and things like that as youths, yeah?
Yeah.
And naturally, we need conquerors, we need rulers, we need leaders. You understand? And that's the thing come from this, right? And the only people are the only thing can really change people from them evil and them kind of vicious ways. You have to bring the lion to
All
get
right.
them. You understand? To really put them in them position. Me I tell you. And that's where the thing come from.
Yeah.
Africa we are talking about, brother.
Let me ask you a
See?
question. Yeah.
And as my people them want to know, say we are all lions. Right?
Yeah.
You might be a bald head, you might be a curly head, or you might be a dreadlocks. But in your heart, your locks in your heart, I flow
Lion.
same way.
Yeah.
Right? So he's a lion, you might not have it for your head, but you have the yard. Because I know I work for bald head people, but true Rasta people them. Them not have no locks on them head, but me I tell you, when you talk to them about the emperor and I talk to them about Africa, and I talk to them about creation and thing and tradition of black people and all them type of things and so on and the slavery days and the things where we go through, them people that can tell you more than you can tell them with you have locks on your head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, you know, every man heart strong, so every man's a lion.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
Next time I'm more than 10,000 lion.
Yeah, let me ask you then. How you see the music now? Or what we touched on this earlier on, the so-called skin out music and all them sort of music. How do you see that? Coming from where you are?
Yeah. All right. To be honest, right?
Yeah.
In life, right? Things do change because if you notice now, one time where I used to send telegram to people, I will write letter.
Yeah.
Right now, we don't have to do that anymore. You understand? Boom.
That's right.
Just take up your phone and everything just reconnect. You understand me? I say things and times change.
Yeah.
We have a different generation now. Them youth are think different.
Yeah.
Them I think hardcore. Them I think all kind of different core. You understand? And sometimes, if you market something right and the people them start gravitate to it, who's you to tell people not to buy it? You understand me? I try to tell you.
I see
So
that.
we know so the music change because no from melody not there anymore. Because sometimes when you used to go into the studio in the early days, you have everybody in there, the guitar man, the hands man, the percussion man, and everybody there, right? So everybody are putting them part and are putting them piece. So sometimes a man find out a key, there's a half key note, But me I tell you something, add a note that alone in the song will make the song
Yeah.
really inspire people. Just that little one half key note. You understand? And sometimes all the keyboard a half key to. But
Well,
it,
there's a
it, it just brings such a sound. And that
there's a
sound the wall, you
there is
understand?
a big.
But
I'm not gonna say this. I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want to. I don't want to do this. But there's a big reggae song, massive. This song is massive. Cut back in the day, and the guitar is chopping out a key. But it's a
right,
big tune.
right.
One of the biggest
That's
reggae
to
tune
me.
you've ever heard.
All right. I started it. All right.
It's nuts.
We build a song one time in a channel one, right? We build a
Yeah,
song in a channel one, right? And when me say me hear, remember say me just fresh and I come to the business in time then, right? So
yeah,
anytime me do a song, I me hear it, I me know say, yeah, it's right for me. Like, yo, when me tell you say the song bad, the song bad, the song bad, the song bad. I know say me go into the studio and a man said to me, say, Prince, say the drum not right. That different drum play from the one that you have there. Dada, the man screw up my head because I remember said the man in the business before me.
yeah,
So me I try to be perfect
yeah,
and go so boom and bring in a different drum and now I start try to change the drum again.
yeah.
Dada, until it's present day, me I tell you something, that song never go astray because no matter how we try to change the drum, it would have
Change
never
it.
work. You understand?
Yeah,
I said to myself, say, I'm so sorry. Many, many times I've looked for myself and I beat myself about it. And I said, Prince, you shouldn't touch the song. You should just put it out the same way. Because the song was a boom song. And this look at it was. You know?
right. I gotta ask you this because I touched on it. Music. That sort of not music. Lyrics. Music is music. Music is different from lyrics.
Yes.
Lyrics that we see. How do I put this? That sort of encourage violence. Because we've seen this. See a lot of this coming out from where it's coming from. Encourage
Yeah.
violence and influence people to sort of commit violence or to be like, kill this man, shoot this man in the head, cut this man's throat. And I
Yeah,
talk
but
about this many, many times. I know you say things are changing, but, you know, where do we stand with
most of them
this?
songs there, most of them type of song that the man them singing, brother, right? I through them I go through depression and I work for things.
Okay?
And I work for oppression against them. See? But guess what now? I only for them you see where I singing. Them not a bad man. Them not
All
really
right.
bad man, Them sing a song because it will make a hit. And
All
people
right.
will gravitate to it because the era changes.
Changes. Yeah,
You
I
understand?
understand that. I understand
And
that.
the lyrical change too, because as you don't know, if you go in a dance now and the girl them dress up from head to toe, everybody will wonder what go on. Them
Yeah.
a fear have some little see-through thing or some little short things and all them type of things and do what them need to do. For, maybe because a lot of them will see when they dance and I do what them a do, right? them eventually get to end up on other people's video because people like what them see and them
Yeah.
start hire them. So a lot of girls, if you notice right, I do a lot of them things there, in the kind of bashment dance, them and all them kind of stuff, and because the rhythms change and the lyrics change and the little DJ them change.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but just give them my blessings anyhow still. That's all I can do. You understand? I just keep on my track, the godly track and I hit that. You know?
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
man have to do what a man have to do because the food have to eat and your table have to dress nice. You
Yeah.
understand?
I
You have
understand.
food,
Yeah.
you have mouth to feed and all them type of things and stuff. And if somebody's gonna buy what you're making,
Yeah.
right? And you're gonna get, you know, reverence from that, then
Yeah.
naturally, king salute to you. Because that's
All
how the
right.
thing go.
I saw the things.
Me not fight against no youth song. No, I mean, I'll tell you something too. To be honest,
Mm.
me like a whole for the song them too. Me a whole for the song them with the youth them, I play and sing because
Yeah.
sometimes when we listen to some of them the lyrics, the way them put the lyrics together, that's a wow. Them youth are some genius. Them are
All
proper
right.
genius. Them are right lyrics, When me say right, me say the man, them are right. All them little dirty lyrics and all them type of things and so, but them are right. Them in the right way. Every lyrics are dropped in the right spot. You understand? Because the man them are right. They sing them the right way for themselves and to make sure that people out the street. Because if you go in a dance
Yeah.
and listen to all the thing I go,
Yeah.
right? And watch all the sound system them and all them type of thing and watch watch all the DJ them or the DJ them wind up the place.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just get a corner chill and thing, but when certain songs drop on the dance floor, that I tell you, the
Thank
girl them
God.
not ramp.
Thank God.
Yeah, understand? And the man them love it too, but the man them love it. But yeah, as me I say, blessings to them anyhow still. You see me I say, make them do what them I do. You see me I say, I'm
All
not
right.
fight none of them, not
All
one
right.
of them. They
I
give them
see.
my praises and say, yo, man, go eat the food.
I see that point. Tell us. You talk about it. Tell us about your latest album once again. Give it a plug.
Yeah, my latest album's called Shake Up the Dance.
Mm.
Yes, that's the one. Saying,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a various artist album,
Yeah.
right? With Alton Ellis and a whole barrage of man and things like that and so on. Just enjoy it when it come out. You understand? Because by the 11th of the month, it's going up on the road.
All right.
May I
Okay.
say?
And
See
after
there?
after that album,
Say,
where do you go? After that album, where do you go? What's next?
right. As, I'll be back in the studio in the next 2 weeks from now, start building new rhythms again now,
Mm.
and start working on new project. I've got a next new album for voice as much.
Yeah.
So I'm putting all lyrics together and writing the lyrics at the moment for it and thing.
Yeah.
So there'll be another new album, but I don't think that album will come out until sometime early next year because this new album is pretty fresh at the moment and
Yeah.
doing what it's doing. You understand?
Understand.
I've done so many interviews about it. My new album called Freedom.
Yeah.
That's my new album.
Yeah.
I've done so many interviews. It's crazy. All over from Gambia to America, Canada, you name it, everywhere people are called left, right, and center. Even just this evening, somebody else called me this evening for another interview again.
Great.
And here I am now doing an interview with you guys. You understand?
Of
So
course.
this is how it's been happening. Give thanks.
Good. Thanks. Where can we find the album?
Right. My album is all over on the internet, anyway, because it's distributed by Southern Record Distribution.
Mm.
SRD, those are the people that distribute my song. Our
All
two
right.
Rai cousins
Mm.
are Red Shan. Red Shan's a man to him have a link with us and things like that,
Yeah.
So you can get it through all them, man. But as me I say, if you go up on the internet, right, you'll be able to download it and you'll be able to buy the CD as much, so you can get in a two format.
Right. And the One Love Festival. Tell us about the One Love Festival again.
Well, and the One Love Festival, I think I'll be singing about 12 songs anyhow on the
Okay.
day,
And
Freddie
Freddie McGregor's there
so that,
also. Mutaburuka.
yeah, Freddie McGregor and the whole
And
crew, Muta
Junior
Baruch
Marvin.
and
Junior
yes,
Marvin. With the Wailers Band.
yes,
Yeah.
Police and Thief.
Police and Thief.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah.
but me I go shake up the place, man, cause anytime I tell you something, the stage I'm a place in a bips. Yeah, man, I'm a place, man. What you mean, man?
Yeah.
Anytime I go up on that thing, I'm not stop working, They
All
give people
right.
headache.
You get people
Oh, yeah,
headache.
man. Don't stop
Marvelous.
work.
Marvelous.
I mean, I
All
want
right.
to stop work, but I love the stage, you know. I feel
Right.
at home when I'm on stage because remember, say, in the early 70s when I come here,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I used to do. I do a lot of tour, I do a lot of a stage show all over the place. But when we then in front of people and I work with them and I jump all in the audience and the crowd and all them things and stuff. Yo, it's nice. Hey, it's Adrian. I big up
Uh,
Adrian Shearwood all the time, you know, because Adrian Shearwood done a lot for my career, you know.
all right.
Respect,
Respect.
yeah.
Right.
Many times I come from show, you know, and with up on the motorway and thing, and Adrian I drop asleep all in the car, in the van, you know, and I bus, you know. And sometimes we drive all of a sudden, you know, the police side them in the street, on the motorway, you know them things, what you call them? You know, they look a gritty eye them on the motorway
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. We don't know
And,
what. We don't, yes.
right.
The hiding
And you know,
place.
sometimes we drive, or sometimes we drive, and all of a sudden you can feel the car go, go. Adrian drop asleep.
The tarmac.
And the car go from one side of the motorway to the other.
The gravel. The
I
gravel.
said to him, say, Adrian, pull over, my brother, pull over and get some sleep, man. Get a little nap, man, and thing before we move again. Adrian said, no,
Wow.
Barris, I'm okay, Barris. I'm fine. And he just continue. Honest to God. So, you know, I have to big him up
Right.
every time. You know what I
Massive.
mean? Him done,
Anybody else?
I tell you,
Anybody
the
else
man
you
has
want to
done a lot
say?
for me.
Anybody else you want to shout out to?
But that's why I shout out to all of my fans, them and all of my friends, them and things like that. All of my enemy, them too. Everybody. You
Yeah.
understand? All of me good as them and all of me bad as them.
Yeah.
Yo, I praise them every time and me I go and me love every time because me have a lot of respect for them, you know, because that thing them me depend every time, you know. From me a little youth I growing, I just love respect and I just my thing there.
That's great.
Saying
That's right.
and unity. So if you're there so with me, you're my friend for life.
Yeah. I also
Straight.
want to say a big shout out to you for taking the time out to sitting in the park in Manchester at this time of the
Yes,
evening
I am.
and talking to us.
Oh, you mean, my brother, man, me there, man. I know the weather did kind of look, you know, like the one drop out some sky, some little water going up there, say, you know. I drop
Yeah.
down here upon me, you know, I still wouldn't move, you know, because you don't know, you know.
Yeah.
When God a bless you, you know, just take your blessings, and there's no need to run away.
Massive
So when the
respect.
rain a drop on you, just take it,
Massive
accept it,
respect.
a blessing.
Massive respect. I want to say thank you
We give
for
thanks.
coming on to Breakthrough TV and telling
Yes,
us
my
your
brother,
story.
give thanks and praises, man. Yeah, man.
And it's
Every
great,
time.
great to talk to you. I want to say also
Oh, you
big shout
mean,
out
my
to
lad, man.
big shout out to Adam. Adam,
Give thanks.
give thanks to Adam.
Bless up.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself, Adam. Pick up yourself nicely, because you don't know. God bless you. I that. Rastafari.
And hope we see you in Birmingham very soon.
Yes, I want to come over. You know, some of them have a show over the last year and thing. But
Yeah.
some little thing going in, brother. So I never bother step it in, because me and Errol Dunkley is supposed to appear, you know. And Fire Marvy and a few more people. You see me, I say?
Yeah.
But guess what now? They like the promoter, they are going some little mishmash thing, type of thing, you know. We not play when it come to the game. You see me, I say?
I
And
understand
then
that.
eventually, he might expect me now to turn up now alone, because the rest of the man them withdraw, everybody withdraw from the thing, because the thing never straighten out proper.
Yeah.
You understand? So, if they want me to turn up on my own and thing, and me make him know so me now go turn up. See? Because he must say to me, say, instead of playing live, alive means I'm not alive, we play live. But he want me to come play on the sound system and sing on the sound, and I say, no, I'm not going to do that, brother. See?
Yeah. Yeah.
But guess what now? In a few minutes after that, when me look, the man dep on me WhatsApp live with the people in the club. The people were say, "Hey, where you come and see? Where you there?" Me say, me know say that today happening, you know. Saying, because instead of explaining the reason why the show never properly put through and we not turn up,
Yeah.
me have to do the explanation for him, which
Yeah.
I did anyhow, because I'm my fans them. So me give them my blessings and everything. I make them know. So the next time anything come for Birmingham, I go there straight.
All right. Great.
No problem.
Great. Well,
Yeah,
Prince.
but you know, it mash up my night vibes.
Yeah.
And the people
Let me-
talk to me live. I say, Prince, I'm going to come to see you.
Let me say it's been great
thanks.
having you chatting with you. Been absolutely great. Fantastic. Let me say thank you for taking the time out. Massive respect. Look after yourself. Take care. Yeah. Let me say thank you. Right, guys. There you have it. Prince Hammer. Check him out. Breakthrough TV. Want to say thanks for him to take part in our program. So, you see, the program has changed up a little bit. Yeah, but we still got some things in there. But our time has run out. So, let me say thanks to all the guys who tune in to the program. Let me say big, big respect to you. We'll be back here with another guest next week. My guests will be in the studio. Yeah. And don't forget, if you want to take part in the program, we're talking about music from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, with a bit of twist in it. What shall we doing? We are combining the car with the show and what's on your mind. So we're combining both programs, together. So, and working it that way because we got a lot of stuff to talk about in what's on your mind, and we also got a lot of stuff to talk about in the car with the C show. So what we actually done is combine both shows in one. You know what I mean? As I said, we used to do the car with the C show just before the COVID start, around about that sort of time. You know what I mean? And you can also go back and watch those programs, which is actually called the car with the C show with a couple of my very, very special guests. And so what we've done now is combine both shows together and make them into one. You know what I mean? So what's on your mind? Car with the C show. So that's it. So let me say thank you for tuning in. I'll be back here next week, as I say, with my next guest. And I say, if you want to be a guest on our program talking about music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, etc., you don't have to be a DJ. You're quite invited. Contact Breakthrough TV or myself and get involved. BreakthroughTV@gmail.com and get involved. We're planning to talk to some sound system selecting some sound system DJ in the near future. Tell us about the sounds from Quaker City to Studio City to Duke Neville. Doesn't even matter. Remember Duke Regal, Duke Neville, Duke Ally, on all these different sound systems. We want to talk about some of those selectors and some of those guys that was in the sound system days. You know what I mean? And talk about all this and put it out there. And it will be a record all the time, and it will be there all the time. So you can get involved in the program. And I say it doesn't matter what form of music you want to discuss. You know what I mean? We'll chat about it here, right? Want to say thanks to the producer. He's worked very hard this afternoon once again. Let me say thank you guys for tuning into Breakthrough TV. My time is almost here. Look after yourself. God bless you. My time is here. Thank you.